Beautiful Journey is one of the two new releases that just hit theaters. The film stars Margot Robbie as Sarah and Colin Farrell as David. They are two single people living in New York. They meet at a wedding, but out of nowhere, both their cars get towed and they're told to go to this rental car agency, which is ran by the characters played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Kevin Kline, and they're told to use their car with their navigation, which is voiced by Jodie Turner-Smith, which tells them and asks them, "Would you like to go on a big, bold, beautiful journey?" They both agree. They go on this journey together as they go through and open doors of their past. Some are really fun moments, some are some of the worst moments of their lives as they try to see if they can be loved by another person. Also in this film is Hamish Linklater, who plays David's father. You have Lily Rabe as Sarah's mother, and you also have in a limited role Billy Magnuson. The film is an hour and 49 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max, and we're talking a big, bold, beautiful journey. So if you're new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, out-of-theater reactions, and every single week I do a box office breakdown show. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to Max Talks Movies. Also, please comment down below. First of all, what are your thoughts on this movie if you saw it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Would you like to see more movies like these made or not? If you have not seen it, tell me, why are you passing on this one? Does this feel like a streaming movie to you? Love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. So guys, please hit the thumbs up button. So I love these two actors, and they were kind of the sole reason why I was interested in this movie. The trailers weren't for me. These type of movies are usually not for me, but once again, as I try to tell most of my people around me, I go see every single movie. I don't, a genre, does not scare me off a movie. I watch every single movie and I give all of them fair, equal judgments when I go watch them. So let's get into a big, bold, beautiful journey. Now, I came out of this film feeling this was a fine enough movie for what they were going for. In here, I do believe is a very special film because this film is tackling a lot of themes about relationships, themes about evolution. Where we were 20 years ago isn't who we are now. Sometimes we're in life situations, right? Where we want to tell our younger selves, don't do this, don't do that, but it's always too late when we're always in that situation in the present. Who are we present for? Who are we meant to be? This movie is trying to tackle all of those themes. Those are all very positive, inspirational, uplifting themes. But I don't think the movie handles all of them correctly. Now, I think the two strongest aspects of the movie is the filmmaking on display as well as the acting. The film is directed by Kagonada. Hopefully, I'm saying his name right. He also directed Pachinko on Apple TV Plus, After Young, and Columbus. This is a very well-made, stylized movie that felt like it didn't need to be seen on the big screen because the trailers for me felt like this was just a run-of-the-mill streaming movie. But I think the filmmaking makes this feel very cinematic. Obviously, the very lush and luxurious locations do help in a case like this, but I thought the filmmaking on display when we're shifting in and out of when we're in a big bulky journey, when we're not, I thought that the filmmaking was really strong from a cinematography perspective and from a directing perspective. Another strong aspect, as I said, is the two lead performances. These are two of the best actors we have today in Hollywood. Margot Robbie is someone that I basically have seen her in every single project of her career. She is excellent here. She's playing, Colin Farrell's playing a lot more of a likable character, I would say, than Margot Robbie's character. But Margot Robbie does, of course, a really good job here. And Colin Farrell is also fantastic. I think a lot of people, because of his recent work in the DC universe, forget that this guy is a very charming, likable, charismatic lead in movies like this. And Colin Farrell is excellent here. You really feel his emotions. Again, maybe it's because I'm a guy. I found a lot more relatability, obviously, with his character than I did Robbie's character. But Farrell does a really good job in this film. And most importantly, of course, Robbie and Farrell have very good chemistry in the film. If that wasn't the case, this would pretty much be an unwatchable film. The standout supporting performance for me was Hamish Linklater, who I love. Hamish Linklater, excuse me, who I love from Midnight Mass from a couple years ago. He is a phenomenal, very under the radar character actor, and he has one scene in the hospital with Farrell that is easily the best part of the entire film. As I said, I think a lot of the messaging means very well. But overall, I found very much not underwhelmed, but I just thought this was a pretty mediocre, run-of-the-mill, stereotypical, as they say, script for a movie like this. Where this movie, for me, there's two big issues. The first one is this movie can be very preachy. Obviously, we're in relationships and and this whole movie is conversations, but we're also walking into a lot of actions. We're walking into Colin Farrell's old high school. We're walking into the hospital where Margot Robbie's mom character dies. We're walking into some pretty big moments, but it's a lot of talking and a lot of talking, which I don't mind. I just don't love preachiness. And this movie, for me, does go on overboard with trying to make sure you understand the messages that the movie is going for. And I don't really like being talked at. That's why actions before words. I like to see things that are going on. And it feels like every time we get this, we open a door, we get the big act, not the action scene, but the scene of what's going on. And then the characters reflect on what just happened. And I felt like it was a bit overboard. I think we understood what happened and what the meaning is, but then the characters go on monologues, re-explaining what we just saw. And I do feel like it was a bit overboard to a point where I thought I was being preached at for a lot of these messages in the movie. The film also has a very emotionally triggering score. I hear so many people talk about that with other movies. I just I've never been a guy who sees a lot of films that have those emotionally triggering scores where the music plays and they're kind of begging you to cry or get sad. This movie has that, not just in the score, but the songs that they use. It was very emotionally triggering. And there are so many points where there's a cool moment going on, and then this like song that's such a depressing, sad song. It's like, hey, if you're not feeling emotional now, please feel emotional now. And this song comes in. It was so forced. And one of my favorite parts about film, if you know me personally, is music and score. If not my favorite aspect of film. And I could not stand both the score and the music choices that there were in this film. So I think this film has its moments. The two lead performances are so good. The film is very well made, and it's a very positive film, which I'm all here for. I just thought the film became very preachy, over reliant on monologues to re-explain to the audience what the movie's trying to say, and as well as infuriating music choices. So overall, I'm giving a big, bold, and beautiful journey a 3 out of 5 stars. I'm going to go 56% for this movie. What are your thoughts, guys, on this film? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.